Why can't you remember being a baby? You've lived every second of your life, every moment, every experience. But there's a part of your story you can't access at all. The beginning. The first years. Gone. Not blurred. Not distant. Completely missing. Think about that. There was a time when everything was new. Your first steps. Your first words. The moment you started to understand the world. And yet, you remember none of it. Scientists have a name for this: infantile amnesia. And it happens to everyone. No matter who you are, those memories are gone. So what happened to them? Were they erased? Or is something else going on? Where did the beginning of your life disappear to? This isn't normal forgetting. People don't lose entire years of their lives. You forget details, faces, conversations. But not everything. And yet, when it comes to your earliest years, there's nothing. Most people can't remember anything before the age of 3. Some, not even before 4. That's not memory fading. That's absence. A complete gap in your timeline. And here's what makes it even stranger. Those years were real. You were there. You experienced them. But now, it's as if they never existed. So why does your memory stop there? Why does your mind erase the beginning? And here's where it gets even more confusing. The time you can't remember is the time your brain was working the hardest. In the first years of life, your brain forms up to 1 million new neural connections every second, faster than at any other point in your life. You were learning everything: language, movement, emotions, the entire world, for the first time. This should be the most unforgettable period of your life. And yet, it's completely gone. But here's something interesting. Some people do remember being 2, sometimes even younger. Research suggests they developed language earlier and had more stable environments. But even then, those memories rarely last. Most of them disappear anyway. Now we get closer to the answer. Your brain in early childhood isn't stable. It's constantly rebuilding itself. Neurons are forming at an incredible speed, but at the same time, others are being removed. Connections appear, then disappear, again and again. Scientists call this process synaptic pruning. The brain is trying to become more efficient. Strong connections stay, weak ones are erased. But here's the problem. Early memories are fragile. They depend on those unstable connections. So when the brain reorganizes itself, those memories don't survive. They're not deleted on purpose. They're simply lost in the process. There's another reason. A critical part of your brain, the hippocampus, is responsible for turning experiences into long-term memories. But in early childhood, it isn't fully developed yet. Studies show that the hippocampus continues to mature for years after birth, which means while you were experiencing the world, your brain didn't yet have a reliable system to store it. Moments were happening, emotions were real, but the mechanism that turns them into lasting memories wasn't ready. It was still learning how to do its job. And then there's another critical piece: language. Memory doesn't just store what happens, it organizes it. It builds structure. It turns experience into something you can revisit. And language is a big part of that process. Words give meaning to what you see, what you feel, what you experience. They allow your brain to connect events, to create a narrative, to form something stable over time. But as a baby, you didn't have that system. You were experiencing the world in a raw, unfiltered way. You felt emotions. You reacted to sounds, faces, sensations, but you couldn't describe any of it. You couldn't label it. And without labels, your brain had nothing to attach those experiences to. So even though those moments were real, they couldn't be organized into lasting memories the way they are now. Your brain still carries them, just not in a way you can consciously access. Neuroscience shows that early childhood shapes the structure of your brain itself, your emotional responses, your sense of safety, the way you react to stress, to people, to the world around you. All of it begins there, long before you can form a single clear memory. You may not remember the moment someone comforted you, but your brain remembers what safety feels like. You may not remember fear, but your body remembers how to respond to it. These experiences become patterns. They become instincts. They become you. So your childhood isn't gone. It's not lost. It's still there, just beyond your reach. Locked behind a version of your brain that no longer exists. Because over time, your brain didn't just grow, it transformed. It rewired itself. It replaced old systems with new ones. And in that process, the memories you might have kept were left behind. You lived those moments. You felt them in real time. They shaped the person you are now. And yet, no matter how hard you try, you'll never be able to return to them. Not as memories, only as something deeper, something that stays with you, even when you can't see it.